I'm in Roche Lake Provincial Park in the backcountry area. There are some rough roads to get to some of this area, and you can drive it in a four-wheel drive. In this case, I've parked a little further back along the power line, and I'm hiking in. It's a bit punishing on the vehicle, and sometimes it gets a little fallen trees get a little more difficult to get past, so I've chosen to just hike. I've got my folding kayak on my back, and I'll hike in along this track and then cut off on another track which gets me into Frisken Lake. I'm going to assemble my folding kayak at the side of the lake, paddle the lake, explore the area a bit, and then hike back out. I call these pack and paddle outings. I try to do a few each year. I'm now on the side road that goes into Frisken Lake. Not very many people come into this area, and if they do, they probably use a quad. It's pretty rough. First on the power line track, and then this road is no better. Just coming in now to Frisken Lake. That track to the left goes around the lake, and then you can go through more backcountry areas and come out to another lake called Bullman Lake, and this track heads down to the lake shore. So down there I'll get my gear all stowed and assemble my folding kayak and paddle the lake. Well, it takes a bit of time to refold the kayak into the right shape. Buckles hold it in place. The two sides overlap on the front and back. Then you cinch up. First of all, you fold in where you need to. All the lines are marked. And then you buckle up the two sides, and then you cinch up everywhere you can. The seat sits in the middle. It's held by more buckles. And there's a footrest which is also held by buckles, and a pull string front to the front. It's pretty much ready to go, so I just lift it up and carry it down to the water's edge. Get all my gear ready here first before I head out, but that's the folding kayak, and when I'm all done I gotta refold it all back up again and put it inside the pack. The lake is surrounded by mostly Douglas fir forest, a few pine trees here and there, especially close to the shoreline. Much of the shoreline is also a bit marshy, surrounded by cattails and bulrushes. Just a quiet spot here, no one around. Lots of water lilies in the marshy end here, still in flower. A few ducks not happy with me invading their territory. I'll paddle around the end and get out of their way. Lovely spot though. The south side of the lake here, north facing, has more dense forest, mostly lodgepole pine, more undergrowth, and a number of varieties that only grow in damp conditions. There are some loons on the lake, which usually means there's fish in the lake. I haven't seen any fish rising, but I see this loon has 2 chicks. They're old enough now where they can dive, so they don't panic too much when I get closer. The final section of this out and back route is up a bit of a steep hill. I probably could have driven it, but it's pretty rocky. Anyway, not too far from the end now.